of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling, because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, you got a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
Let's go!
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He sets to fire deep. And here's another interception, the third of this first quarter. Picked off by Bryce Callahan. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. Oh, and I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued. Let
me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw? And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
Here we go now. 3-19. 3-19.
They'll begin the drive with Howard. And an alley to run. And now nothing but green ahead of him. The 20, 10, touchdown, Chicago. Jordan Howard, 76 yards. And the Bears are able to show off their quick strike ability. Well called, well blocked, and he just made a great play. That was an athlete going a long way.
Yeah, how about the suddenness, too, of just getting there and taking off and going? For the defensive guys, plays like that really hurt.
And he's able to put it through. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. So the Lions offense ready to go back out onto the field. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. A good pick up there, a 22. Fresh set of downs here. Out of the gun, Watson. Eluding the pressure right. The completion good. This is Eric Ebron. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs. First down, it's Watson. And he hits his tight end, Ebron. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you break a tackle and turn it into a bigger game. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll lead here to a 3rd down. Here's Watson. And he's got his man on the out route. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. On 1st and 10, Watson. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he is out of bounds, just a yard or two shy of the 10. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue. It's a first down. They'll run it now out of the gun. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. Second down.
So if I'm an offensive coordinator, there's one thing that I know for sure. This is one of the top 5 teams in the NFL against the run. So when I look at my playlist, I'm probably thinking about throwing it.
Here's Watson now on second down. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Keith Marshall, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Lions have got it back to a 1-score game. And that one makes it 14-7. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
Martin, the punter, now out to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Chicago offense coming back out onto the field. As the season winds down and you look at them in totality, you know, the offense has struggled. The defense has been pretty good, so I would imagine the changes this offseason may be more on the offensive side of the ball.
And this is where we always hear the term complementary football because, as you noted, the defense has played well enough for them to win games, and the offense has held them back. So they've got to reward that defense by improving on offense. I don't know if you make a change at quarterback, running back, tight end. It doesn't matter. Get better players, better system, so they can play to this.
He's got a convoy, and he might be gone. 20, 10, touchdown, Chicago. A big play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Bears are able to show off their quick strike ability. Oh, this is blocked. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be fielded at the 8. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. And Detroit getting set to go now. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minutes. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
Watson. Ebron with it over the middle. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
Seeing that play and understanding just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays, makes me glad I didn't make it in that league. I would have had a really difficult time.
But now you get to sit up here with me.
Yeah, and that's fun, isn't it? And what a really nice gain right there on first down for them. Brings up a nice second down for them.
Give them 12 yards on that one. It earns them a fresh set of downs. They stay on the ground. This is Marshall again. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. A 6-yard pickup on the ground that time, and that'll make it 3rd and 4 coming up.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. You'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
Under 4 to play now. Clock running. 3rd down. From the gun, here's Watson. And he connects with Ebron. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. Give him 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn him a fresh set of downs. Watson on first down. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets it down to the 30 there. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Didn't they tell us in our meetings that they needed to account for him on each and every play?
You think? A guy of his caliber? So how does a guy like him get that wide open?
That usually means there's a entire breakdown on what the coverage was. That everyone thought they were doing something, and they were supposed to be doing something else. The bottom line is, no matter what, you have to know where he is and cover him on every play.
And a hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
The one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown him a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after him. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard.
Let's go! Fire 38! Flex round! Flex round! Ohio! Ohio! Let's go!
Watson on third down. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
I'm not sure we could spot any tendency here on this third down. They could have run it or passed it. Either one was available. They chose to try and get it through the air, but they were unsuccessful.
Now it's Matt Prater on for the Lion field goal try. It'll come from the right hash. It's a 47-yard attempt. And the 13-year man puts it through, and that cuts into the deficit. It's now 20-10. So a little fortunate there because that one was definitely leaking right.
Without a doubt, maybe about the width of a football or so inside that right upright. But he got it to go.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Bears offense now gets set to head back onto the field. They go with Howard to begin the drive. And he'll get this one up to the 26. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action, hit them over the top.
Green 39! Green 39!
Now Trubisky to throw on second. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete. He was trying to find Ardarius Stewart, and that'll make it 3rd down.
The effort's always going to be there. Everyone's always going to try and make a catch, but underthrown balls, I think, are the toughest ones to come back and get because usually your momentum's going in the opposite direction when you're trying to stop, break, and come back and get it.
Trubisky will throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. Then it's Clinton Dix with a pick. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Lions touchdown. Those free safeties, they get to sit back there if they've got good pass rushers like this team does. Read like a book. He read it like a book and took it in for 6.
And if they use their eyes well and their anticipation skills, they can make big plays just as what we saw. A free safety's dream. Follow the football, go to it, and take it the other way.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Bears offense now getting ready to take over. Looking to throw Trubisky on first down. Going for the deep ball. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A good pickup there, 26 yards. So 2 minutes to go in a wild first half. We're back to Soldier Field following this short break. First down, they run with Howard. And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much as he's down to the 48. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. On second down, here's Trubisky. Out to the left there and complete to Howard. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. 7 yards on the play, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 1.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
The Bears on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1.
Now let's go. 3-19. 3-19.
From the shotgun is Trubisky. He's going to dump that off to his running back, Cohen. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. They stopped him shy of the marker, thought they were bringing up 4th down, and then that penalty.
Let's face it, they thought they had bent, but could absorb that, right? Instead, they broke as a result of their own penalty.
Hey, check 24. Hurry up, here we go. Green, 39.
Now a play fake here on first down. And it's caught. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Cameron Meredith, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Bears will add on to their lead. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This one taken just inside the 10. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. So out now come the Lions. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
Now a first down throw, Watson. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. 7 yards there on the first down screen play. Watson trying to get his guys moving.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. On first down, Watson. And he will find his man on the outside. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. These two teams in this first half, it's been fun. Back and forth, back and forth. Well, it's not fun for the defensive coordinators, but offensive coordinators are enjoying it.
Yeah, they're having streaks here, aren't they? Being able to put scores together and really bunch them up, and we have a tight game here. You know, we often talk about having the right shoes for the right turf. Today it's track shoes. That's what we've seen with these offenses.
Yeah, it's been an absolute track meet so far and fun to watch. Our first update now comes from Atlanta, and the Falcons sort of opening things up there. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Onto the field now come the Bears. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
All right, here we go. 3-19.
They go play action here on first down. Throw left side taken in by Meredith. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. So here's the Bears offense now as they get set to start this third quarter. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
Trubisky with a give to Howard. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Not much happening there on first down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
On second down, Trubisky. And that is caught by Ardarius Stewart. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. And the play goes for 19 yards. Gives him a new set of downs. They'll run it now out of the gun. Showed the nice footwork and then hit and drop shy of the 45. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up second and 5.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on first down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
Second down following the run.
Let's go. Green 39. Green 39.
From the gun, it's Trubisky. And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. Jalen Reeves-Maybin in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. Let's see what they draw up here. 3rd and long following the sack of Trubisky.
Let's go.
Out of the gun, Trubisky. He's going to wind up and air it out. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at the 14. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December.
Season of giving.
Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Brought down around the 16 or 17. Showed some tough running, but couldn't free much space. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here.
I got 19. Let's go.
Now it's Watson. Ebron's got it. And he's able to get up here to the 26. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving. 5th catch of the game for him there.
Yeah, and the tight end position is now becoming a volume pass catcher. Used to be occasional, right? Safety valve. Throw one to him every so often, but mainly they want him out there to block. Nowadays, an integral part of the passing game, and they create such great mismatches that they often become the leading receiver.
Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. Call it a gain of 5, and it'll make it 2nd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
On 2nd down, here's Watson. Over the middle, the catch made by Mitchell. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue. So on that play, defense was in the zone. They ran a crossing route offensively, but the defense there, you got to be good with communication, don't you?
You certainly do, and it's not something that is really evident when you watch it on the screen. But everyone's talking, communicating, pointing, and it keeps you from chasing receivers because you have a specific zone you have to cover. When a receiver's in your zone and he crosses to another one, you got to let your guy know. They got a completion there, but I like the discipline they show to stay in their proper areas and then make the tackle.
And he'll get across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
To throw on 2nd is Watson. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he is hit pretty hard from the side as he's knocked down near the 34-yard line. And 15 yards there on the catch and run. And here comes play number 6 on this drive. On first down, it's Watson. And that is incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. Second down now after the incompletion.
Here we go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get a little over 2, maybe a full 3 down to the 32-yard line.
This has been an up and down, back and forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive, take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
The Lions on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 8.
Let's go.
A shotgun snap for Watson. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Bryce Callahan. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line.
I tell you, Brandon, it seems like this guy's been all over the field so far. That's his 2nd interception of the game. And so much of playing defense in the NFL, especially when it comes to defending the pass, is all about positioning and technique. And this is fantastic work on both fronts there.
All right, here we go.
They'll run from the pistol with Howard. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
Back now at Soldier Field. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. Again, it's Howard. Room here to run. Finding some room at midfield. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs. So the run gets them the first, and now they operate with a fresh set of downs.
Now let's go. 3-19. 3-19.
Now Trubisky. Over the middle, that's caught by Meredith. And they're able to get this one down to the 25. A good pickup there at 22. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful you're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
And a nice gain at 21 yards.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomped down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit them, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. They come out here in the I.
3-19. Gone. Detroit. Leopard.
On 1st and goal, Howard. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. It'll be a pickup of 4, and it brings up 2nd and goal. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
3-19.
Second and goal as the offense looks to try to... And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago. Jordan Howard, his second touchdown of the game, giving him 12 on the season. And the Bears will extend their lead. Aguayo on for the PAT. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Lion offense now as they get ready to take over. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know what, a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
And nearly another interception. They've been around the ball all game. So the incomplete pass brings up second down. Throwing again is Watson. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. The Lions on third down. 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. Out of the gun, Watson. He'll have a first down past the 40. And he gets all the way down to the 30-yard line. A big play on third down for the Lions. 45 yards.
Here we go.
Off of play action, it's Watson. And my goodness, another interception. Adrian Amos with a pick. And they will finally get him as he's all the way down near the 40-yard line. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran the wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
Now Trubisky to throw. Flushed out right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
Pressure can come from all over when you're plotting a defensive strategy. On that particular play, it just came from the outside.
So the defense has put them in a tough spot. It's 2nd and long.
Set. Blue 90. Blue 90.
Now it's Trubisky. Throw left side is taken in by Stewart. And here we get a look at Stewart down on the ground still. Hope this isn't anything serious. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. The Bears on third down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This will be 3rd and 5.
All right, here we go. 3-19.
Here's Trubisky. Able to find Shaheen, the tight end. And he's able to pick up the first down here before he goes down at the 26. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues. First down and 10 now for the offensive group.
All right, here we go.
A give to Howard. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. The fourth quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
Here we go now.
They run play action for Howard. Now Trubisky. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Fair to say the secondary play, whichever side you're on, hasn't really been a glowing exhibition so far, but a nice job there to prevent a long completion.
I agree with you, but at some point, someone had to make a play and try and stop this exhibition of almost speed racing that we've been watching, huh?
Yeah, it has been quarterback and receiver dominated. And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively.
All right, here we go. Green, 3.
This is Cohen. And the broken tackle helps lead to a first down gain. Time for a break. We'll come back and see this one out after this. So they pick up the first down after the run, and now they approach for the fresh set. They go counter with Howard. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives him a first and goal.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the fourth as it was way back in the first, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
They come out with one back and 3 tight ends. On first, they go right back to Howard. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there. Second and goal.
This is where coaches have to have spent a lot of time going over situations with their players, because him getting tackled there is not the worst thing in the world. You're going to run more plays, right? Clock's going to go. But his thought process is getting into the end zone. It's counterintuitive for him to actually go down in this spot.
Yeah, but like you said, you don't want to get in the end zone too early here.
No, not at all, because you may leave an opening that could come back and get you.
Here's Trubisky to throw. And not only did he drop it, he dropped it in the end zone.
I know every offense wants to start their snaps closer to the goal line, but it's actually harder to throw the ball in those situations. You throw into that tight coverage, you see what happens. Hard to get the ball in there.
Not enough space there. Lucky maybe that it wasn't intercepted. This offense 2 for 2 on third downs on this drive. This is the most important of them all. Third and goal. On third and goal, Howard. That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. On this day, the ground has been his, but at least on that individual play, we just saw the defense finally with a win.
Yeah, they finally got one, and that's a win for them, but all game long, he's seen the holes, and they've been huge for him. Kind of like a baseball hitter in the zone. The ball seems bigger, and he's just whacking it. These guys, they've got it going today.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. So here come the Lions now. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass, and finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass, and that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. But not the position they want to be in. Still a very, very small chance here, but they almost need a miracle.
Agreed. That means they've got to get it to the sidelines, get out of bounds, and preserve clock.
And that is incomplete. Tried to go for the big one there on second down. Now they're likely down to their final 2 plays.
And you know they've got to keep going for the big shot, right? So defensively, you play what they call top down. Nothing behind you. Make everything get completed in front.
The Lions on third down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. From the gun, here's Watson. Now a desperation throw deep down. It got his man complete. A really good pickup of 28 yards. First down now, but the clock continues to move. Well, we haven't been shortchanged on offense. Another fun play to watch there on the deep pass.
This game has the feel of, what, a turkey bowl, a Thanksgiving day. You know, when we get together this year, when the Davises and the Gaudens get together, that's what our playbook's going to look like. Like they're drawing them up in the dirt, and so far it's working for both of them.
To the air, Watson on second down. He's going to let it fly. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Cyrus Jones picks it, and a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the second week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirt.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. And he will forge his way forward only up to the 2-yard line. And what are the whistles for? Timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds. Let's see what the offense comes with here. 2nd and 8.
Here we go now.
They go with Howard again. And he's able to get this up just shy of the 15.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.